So what's going on, tool groupies? Backwoods Hippie Garage here. Today we have got our Craftsman bit set out. It is a 42-piece socket wrench set. Product number 99941. And we are working on a tailgate. Tailgate latches broke on this 2002 model Ford F150 step-side, flare-side truck. And I've already got the guards off here. So if you're wondering, it takes a T-30 Torx bit, star bit. This little case right now I picked up at Sears for 30 bucks. It's a $100 case. It had 6 different screws. There's the 6 different screws that you take out. Your guard here for your bed liner comes off. And then of course your metal plate comes off and it exposes this. Now on the outside, here's what we're looking at. The handle has been snapped clean off. And we got a new handle from CarQuest, product number 80239. Tailgate handle from Dorman. Now this thing didn't cost me that much. I think it was right around $32 or something. So you can pick that up from CarQuest. I'll put a link in the description box below for this and this. So now we're going to look down in here and see what all we got to take apart to get this job done. First things first though, whenever you order your parts, always make double sure that everything's right. As you can see, this looks just like this. It's about the right size. So we will get our tailgate down here, take everything apart, and try to transfer all this stuff out and get her fixed. But now if you're going to do this, you can't do this with just one hand, but this lock right here pulls your latch to open up the gate on the left, and this bar right here, you pull it to open up the latch on the right. Pull them both at the same time and the tailgate will open up. And as you can see, I'm pulling down on the side that's broke right now, and it is supposed to be pushing this lever down that pulls both of them latches open. So whenever we take all this apart, we're going to make sure to lube all this stuff up. That way this thing won't break again. They do make them in a stainless steel, chrome, something like that, where you can order them a little bit stronger latches. But for the most part, these things work if you take them apart from time to time, lube them up, put them back together again. So we are going to start disassembling and see where we got from there. And you can adjust these locks here, these rods, so that it'll make it easier or harder to open your tailgate. First things first, to go ahead and get this old latch off here, the way you do that is these 2 fasteners right here. We're going to clean them up just a little bit with some deep creep, a little wire brush. Go ahead and unbolt them, take that out, get our locking mechanism out, and go ahead and change all this stuff over. And for those 2 bolts, fasteners, we will be using the 10mm Stanley here, 1/4 inch drive. Once those 2 fasteners are off here, you just gently slide this and wiggle it around and pull it through the back side here. You just gotta maneuver. And there she is on the ground. And here is your old one, the broke one. Really simple. Now all we gotta do is take the actual locking mechanism out and put it back in the exact same way that it come out. So here is the new one compared to the old one. As you can see, compare them together, make sure everything's right and identical on them. And these are. And then we will work our way to taking this clip out. This clip right here. Get your needle nose pliers, screwdriver, and pop that thing right out of there. Now as you can see, the old one is out and the new one has one in it already. So all you do to your lock is voila, you pull it straight out. You pull the clip out of that one, you put this one inside here, and then you start reassembling. Matter of fact, in most cases you can just slide this thing in without removing that ring, because the locking mechanism actually has a groove inside there for this to lock into. It might take a little bit of effort to push this thing down, but once it locks in, you're good to go. Now once everything is in place, of course, then you put it in the exact same way that you removed it, by going underneath it here, which takes 2 hands. All you gotta do is shuffle some things around, move it right into place, line the bolt holes up, put your new fasteners on, tighten her up. Now this did not take me but a few seconds to get this lined up. Put the little clips in the back where they go to. Make sure the lock is underneath where it is supposed to go to, so when you lock it and unlock it, it will sway this lever here back and forth to lock and unlock. I got to put my fasteners on, tighten everything up, adjust some things, and we'll test her out. Now I've got the fasteners tightened down. I'm going to pull the handle. And as you can see, it is pulling both locking mechanisms at the same time on the left and the right. We will have to adjust them levers here. And always, whenever you pull this, if you're installing one of these, it's because the main power is on the left. So if you pull the handle too hard, it's going to break it because of the way it's designed. You pull it on the right side, and it distributes the power a little bit better throughout. But if you pull it on the left, it puts all the force on that one side of the handle. So if you got one of these, make sure that that's how you do it. Pull it right here on the left. On the right, I mean, sorry. But as you can see, it's moving really nice and easy right here. It's not pulling either one. That's because that is currently in the lock position. You can switch that over by moving this lever up here, and then it's still the unlock position. And of course you want to insert your key and make sure that's the unlock position. That's the lock position. Unlock, lock. Make sure that it works. Alright, and then unlock it, and then it works. Now we will adjust these and be done. Now if you was to need to adjust these for any reason, you just take your little pair of needle nose pliers, a little screwdriver, you pop this little clip up right here, and then booyah, it's right where you need it at. You can take it out, you can move it as is right here, pull it out, put it in a different place, lock this down, snap it back in, or you come over here, which is, you know, usually what most people do. You pull this little clip out that holds your bar up. You pull that clip out right there, and then you twist it and turn it a time or two, just one or two threads to adjust it. Put it back in place, and then you're good to go. But as far as right now goes, we are going to go ahead and reassemble this by putting the metal plate back and putting the bed liner guard back on. Then we're going to shut the tailgate and try it out. You start by lining your guard back up, lining your holes back up, getting everything here ready, and then reach over here, go ahead, get your bed liner, line it up over top of the exact same holes, get everything locked into place and lined up, and then we'll put our screws in. Everything is tightened up. Now we'll shut the gate and try her out. Now, haha, it's fixed. Didn't work at all before, works perfectly good now. It's got a little bit of plastic here to take off. Makes it look like a nice, shiny, new tailgate. Now we will also put our key in it, lock it, turn it to the right, make sure it locks. Now this guy's truck has a new tailgate hinge on it, and he can actually lock his truck up and get inside his tailgate without having to pull his canopy up and down. All it took to do this job, folks, was a brand new part, which I picked up from CarQuest, link in the description box below. This nice looking set, a Craftsman that I personally just picked up, used, $30 for a $100 set of tools. Now all I needed for this job, all you'll need for this job, is a T-30 hex bit or Torx bit. Get you a T-30 Torx bit, get you a ratchet. You don't even have to have a ratchet if you just got you a T-30 Torx bit. That is by far all you need, along with either a flathead screwdriver or a pair of needle nose pliers, and a 10mm deep weld socket of some kind to take your fasteners loose that come on your actual hinge, or your latch, sorry. Anyhow, if you want to see more do-it-yourself videos, like, subscribe below. You want to check everything out on Facebook, what I'm doing from time to time, go over to the Backwoods Hippie Garage, follow that page. If you like political activism, making America great again, look up The Backwoods Hippie. It's also on Facebook and on YouTube, because I do political activism on the side. But for the most part, I'm an average, everyday backwoods mechanic, and I like showing people how to fix shit. So